Assalamu alaikum. Today our discussion is secret of happiness. We will discuss this very interesting, informative topic with Brigadier Hadi. Welcome, Brigadier Hadi. And here I am, Ajmal Khan Yusufzai. We will listen all the extensive knowledge from Brigadier Hadi. Brigadier Hadi, as usual, we welcome you.
Thank you very much, Ajmal Bhai. You mentioned about the secret of happiness. Happiness is a word. The whole world has become a rocket after happiness. This world, everyone wants to achieve this, but some or the other, it is the attitude or the conduct or the way you use your mind which can bring or which can destroy happiness. So I would just sum it up by saying that it's a state of mind. Happiness is not a destination, but it's a journey. It's a constant thing you keep on achieving. So it's a state of mind in which you are. Okay.
Second, as you said, Brigadier Hadi, very important. This is very important what you said. So, what is mind?
Yes, that is again another pertinent thing. We say it's a state of mind, but what is mind after all? Okay, we all know that in our body, we have a mind which controls the body. If you take its physical shape, it's like you stuff a towel into a football. It's a stuffed item, and you put it in a closed place. That is the physical aspect. But उर्दू में कहते हैं ना कि दिमाग और मगज़ में फ़र्क है. Now, मगज़ is that physical thing, like you go to a hotel or a restaurant and you eat magaz there. It's that physical thing. But mind is actually that power which God has given to it, by which you think or you plan or you give orders or you feel, and so it is something invisible.
Are you saying the capability of mind?
Yeah, of course. I mean, mind is not only the physical aspect of it. It is that capability, it is that power, it is that potential which has now. So happiness is directly related with it by the way you use it. It depends on how you use it, what is your thinking, how you take life, and that then ultimately can decide whether you are a happy person or not. I said it's a power. So there is a saying that there is no power in this world which is bigger than the power of the mind. It is the strongest and it is the most conspicuous power that God has gifted to somebody. It is the mind.
And it is depend how you use it.
Yeah. The way you use it, that results into the outcome or the happiness.
So, Brigadier Hadi, I will go further about the types of mind.
Again relating it to the same thing, that mind has got no weight. When we are talking of the mind that we are talking of, it has no weight. It can't be seen. It is not eternal. It is just immortal. With the body, its connection is that, even if the body is sleeping, it remains awake, like you see dreams, it keeps working, Secondly, the amazing thing about the mind is it's self-energized. It is self-illuminative. There's no battery, fitted with it that it should keep it working. God has given it eternal power to work on its own. Coming to the types of mind, basically there are three types. And these three types are not that, small, big, and tall or short. It is according to the capability or the working of the mind. Excuse me. The first one is the conscious mind. Now, conscious means, like awake, like you're seeing something, you're conscious of the surrounding. This is what it means. So there is a conscious mind which is connected with the rest of the world. Me and you now, we are seeing things, we are observing, we are talking. So we are using our conscious mind. We are connected with the world. Whatever we are seeing, we are observing, and we are taking impressions. This is the conscious mind. The second category is the subconscious mind. So it is a mind in which, the things are stored. It is an archive. It is a record office. It is a store in which, your experiences, your good experiences, your depressions, your happinesses, your, sadnesses. Just to give you an example.
But you remind me something which is related to the mind, like craziness, stupidity, and wild, sober.
That is subconsciousness. That is the reaction. When you say so and so is crazy. So he has got a subconscious mind in which certain things are stored. Now, in this world, practically, what it depends what types of experiences you have. Just to give you an example. For example, you have got a house and you have rented it. Now you got a very good, person who is living there. So he doesn't bother you, gives you rent on time, he keeps the house clean. And so your subconscious and subconscious, you make an impression that to rent a house is a very good thing. There is another situation, you have rented a house, the chap is bothering you, he is, breaking the thing, wall, the switches, he's not paying you on time, he's got all the problems with the neighbors, with the cleanliness and all. So what your subconscious has stored, that to give a house on rent is a very bad thing. So these are the emotions, the experiences, the other things which are stored in the subconscious mind. And the third, by the way, the conscious mind is the commander, and the subconscious mind is the army, the Mathet Fauj, who listen to you, and they listen to the order of the conscious mind. Whatever the orders come, the subconscious mind has to, and the subconscious mind gives feed to the conscious mind.
And if I am not wrong, these two things has to do something with the mind, action and reaction.
Of course. It is absolutely, whatever emotion or experiences you have, when that situation comes, you suddenly react to that. Your subconscious mind reacts to that, and it gives impression to the conscious mind to act. And the third one is the super conscious mind. Now, this is the purest form of the mind. I would call it what we call as zamir, your zamir, or the spirit, the neat thing. Like, you if there's a stagnant water, if the water is clean, you can see the base because there's nothing in between. But if the water is dirty, you don't know what is in the bottom. So it is the superconscious mind is that real mind which gives you peace, which gives you bliss, which is which gives you happiness. And if you do not have any wrong notions or wrong emotions or wrong ideas, then you are a happy person because your superconscious mind is very clean and it's not being affected by these two minds. So just I would say these three types
I want to clarify one very common words always people use it is regarding conscious. So is there prisoner of conscience is related to this?
Absolutely. There's a term that so and so is prisoner of his conscious, So whatever he's seeing, he's not giving correct judgments, He's just a prisoner of his emotions. And sometimes he knows that this thing is bad, but he can't avoid it because he's a prisoner, he's to obey orders.
Right.
The subconscious mind says, go drink, do this thing, go wrong thing, theft, all this. So he's of course a prisoner. Okay, so these were just from function point of view. These were
I think there is a word which is related about mind, and it is called. I will ask you a question. It's what is negativity?
Wonderful. Negativity is all those negative thoughts that come to you. So, when you are influenced by negative thoughts, this is called as the negativity of the mind. So, there are 10, 11 things which are bad, Even, you study Quran and, you go to a hadith, there are certain things from which you are told not to indulge in those. Those are wrong things. They will spoil your life. They will spoil your happiness. So negativity, the negative feelings are like, jealousy, like greed, like ego, like fear, the guilt, like hatred. The worst is like anger. Gussa jab aapko aata hai, you become crazy, the word you use, crazy, is because you are angry. It's a negative feeling which has come to you. You cannot control. The revenge, taking revenge. Somebody has done a wrong thing, and you say, I'll not leave him because 25 years back he has done this thing to me. So you are harming yourself. Similarly, selfishness, and even suspicion. You don't have a proof, but you are suspecting something. You're doubting your friend or neighbor. Something has gone wrong and say, he must have done it. These are suspicion,
Brigadier Hadi, are you saying that negativity has a major role to damage your health?
Excellent. Absolutely. It is because the mind, the thinking, your attitude is directly, affecting your body, your health. Because people get depression. Why? Because they lose hope. They start thinking. They become rejected in life, and that is how they commit suicide. Some of them. If you allow me to a joke about suicide.
It is my understanding that disappointment is the part of this negativity.
So there's a joke about suicide. A simple man, he heard that suicide is a very big crime. So he said, oh, this is so bad, ये गुनाह है, ये तो नहीं करना चाहिए, ये तो तबाही है फलान, इससे तो बेहतर है कि आदमी अपने आप को गोली मार दे इस खुदकशी से, suicide. So suicide, depressions, bad moods, doing wrong things, it's all the result of this negativity. If you are not trained properly, if you do not take values from your parents, and you use your mind wrongly in a negative way, so
and also you have to be very careful about the word fear.
Yeah, fear, of course. Fear is also as a result, when your beliefs and your faith, etc., is not correct, so the consequent result is fear. If you have faith in God and the system and the death, etc., so fear keeps, and fear again, with positive thinking, with logical thinking, fear everybody has.
What about unnecessary fear?
Yeah, but you can control unnecessary. There's certain blast, everybody will get affected. Yeah. But then, brave is not the one who doesn't have fear, but brave is the one who can control his fear. If your fear does not come to the limelight, although you are scared, but that is, you are a brave person.
Right.
Okay. That was as far as
So
negativity.
what is my understanding that real happiness is the way we think.
Yeah.
We should have a positive thinking.
Yes.
Am I right?
Absolutely. That is what I told you, that it is the way you think, it is the way you use your, it's the state of mind, it is the use of mind which results in happiness.
I have some interesting points for you, which is related to this discussion. That is a guilt and worries.
Ajmal bhai, you picked up the right two words, If you look at these negativities that I explained, they are all happening at that very time. They are something to do with your present, anger, jealousy, this, that, etc. But these two words, I don't know from where you have picked them up. Guilt is one negativity which is about your past, and worry is similarly about the future. Now, first, let's take guilt. Now, somebody has done something wrong to you when you were in school, or he has harmed one of your relatives, or he has damaged your life in some way. Now, guilt is, or you have lost some opportunities in the past. So guilt is thinking about those things and sulking and worrying and cribbing and getting annoyed and I say, okay, burning with yourself. So the sensible thing is to forget about the guilt. Whatever has happened to you, whatever somebody else has done wrong to you.
Again, they got two words: forgive and forget.
Yeah, absolutely. Forgive and forget. If you can forget your past, you are a successful person. You are a happy person. But if you live with your guilt, if you sleep with your past, if you sulk with your past, if you're thinking about it all the time, and you are,
it will finally hunt you down.
Yeah, it will hunt you down. Okay, now worry. Now, why worry is a bad thing? You are thinking 5 years ahead what could happen to you. And some of those worries are very stupid. Like some people worry, oh, मैं मोटा ना हो जाऊं. Some people worry, what will happen to my children? What will happen when I retire? Worrying about family, about health, about parents, about traffic that has yet not happened. I'm going to so and so place. I hope there will be no traffic on the way. So worry which you have not seen about your vehicle, even worrying about second marriage, whether to do or not to do. Okay, and most of the Muslims, they are worried about whether they'll go to hell or heaven. They'll not do right things, but they'll keep worrying whether they'll go to Jannat or not. So that sort of things, which are not healthy. So you must have seen people save a lot of money for the old age. And when the old age comes, they spend that money on their health only. So if you remain healthy, if you live healthy and not worry too much, the future will take care of itself automatically. So it's
in other words, if you spend time on this unnecessary thinking, which is meaningless, I think you are suggesting one should be organized and should find out the solution about his any incoming situation. Instead of worrying unnecessarily meaningless.
So what I would say that these two words, guilt and worry, what I would suggest, learn from your past, and plan for your future.
Exactly.
Like You keep paying social security, right? And you're not saving now, but social security, you are actually making your future safe. But if you say I don't care, and you start worrying what will happen after 5 years, 10 years, where would I be, what will I be doing? I may not get sick, whether I'll be able to do Hajj and Umrah or not, and things like that. So learn from the past and plan for
And
the
there's
future.
a joke connected with this too. If it fit, I don't know it will fit or not. Used to say, ke, Sheikh Chili, he was always.
Yeah, Sheikh Chili, yeah, in a way, he used to, plan very high things which cannot happen.
Exactly.
Sheikh Chili is the one who has imagination and which is not practicable.
Exactly.
That sort of thing. Anyway, okay, so that was guilt and worry.
And now I will ask you about some main points about this formula, if you can.
Yeah, so far we talked about the mind and in general terms. So, if I understood correctly, you want me to give some specific, like some guidelines.
Exactly.
What to do.
That's what I'm.
Okay. Uh, there are 5 things which a person should avoid. Your personality, your life is always influenced by outside factors, because you have to live in this world. So obviously you have to have relationship, you have to have influences, etc. So there are 5 things one should avoid, and that is the formula I'm giving you. Number 1, come out of the prison of past. Forget about what happened to you, who did wrong to you, what opportunities you missed, what could have happened, what would have happened if this had happened.
Be
These sort of
independent.
things. So forget about the past. Your life starts today. Live in today, okay? And your tomorrow when it comes, that is your today, okay? And your today, when tomorrow comes, it is your past. So forget about this yesterday. So live in the present. The first formula: come out of the prison of the past. That is point number 1. Point number 2: do not get too much influenced by the opinions of others. कि ये मेरे बारे में क्या कह रहे हैं, इसको खुश करना है. What will so and so say? If I do this, if I wear this dress, what will my uncle say? What will people say if I go in this dress to the mosque, or if I wear this dress in a party? Hundreds of things which normally, most of the time, our actions are not what we think, but they are influenced by what others expect us to do. Okay? So, the formula is
Live with yourself.
live with yourself and live by your own thoughts.
By your own thought.
Mother, don't take too much influence from what others say, especially when you are not convinced. Okay? So that is point number 2. Number 3 is, do not have limited ideas about yourself. Always think sky is the limit. Always say one can do what he wants to achieve.
Explore your capability.
Explore your capabilities. Trust your capabilities. Have full faith that what I'm thinking, I can do it. Do not be a limited person. Why? Because this world is not limited. This world is unlimited. This world is full of miracles in every step. Make use of those miracles. Take chances from the miracles. Take chances from what God has presented to you.
Move forward.
And do not think that, I can only do this, and no, I should not do because I will.
No hesitation.
No hesitation, absolutely. Okay, the 4th point is, no relationship should become a hurdle. Do not, for example, you say, I am in love, and if this person is not with me, I will die. And what if that person leaves you? So, nobody in this world should become your majburi.
In
Okay.
other words, you're saying don't rely on anybody else. Rely on yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Capability.
Yes, total reliance is not good. Your relationship of any type, even let's say you got a very good job away from your city, and you are not going because your sister will cry, or your mother says, "Oh, he's gone away." So you cannot progress if you tie yourself to relationship.
It should not be hurdle.
Yeah, that is the number 4. And number 5, money should not be your top priority. You should not go for those things where only money is your criterion. Only money is your, final word. So if you can keep note of these 5 things, this is a formula.
It's a great points
Yes.
to follow it and to move forward.
So let me just quickly come out of the prison of the past. Okay. Do not be influenced too much by the other's opinion. Do not limit your personality. Do not get tied up to relationship, and do not go for only those things where money is involved, because happiness is not, although money can bring you happiness, but money is not directly related to happiness or the other way around. So do not
Be dominated
bind yourself.
by money.
Yeah, that is what is the formula should be.
Okay, now we will finally, not finally, but we are close to semi-final.
Okay.
We have discussed a very, very interesting and meaningful points, how to spend a life and mind. I will ask you, Brigadier Hadi, about the one word, if you can say, about the whole discussion. You said something.
You, like, if I understood correctly, you want me to give you one important word.
One important word.
One word.
And make it more very specific and easy for common man.
Yeah.
So I can understand the audience. We have a different audience. Some are very highly educated. Some are not that. I'm talking. The message should go to the common man because they are in majority. So what is a one word to follow that word to become happy?
Yeah. So, in other words, in Urdu, it will be called the nachod.
Nachod.
Nachod of the one word which can make your life very
Exactly.
easy. Okay. I would say most of the trouble in the world is caused by wrong expectations. If you lower your expectations, there's a word qanaat. If you are happy with what God has given you, if you are happy with what you have, and you don't expect unnecessary from other people, wrong things.
In Urdu, you said qanaat.
Qanaat, that should be there. Less expectation. And no competition that he has got a car, so I should also have a car. Why not you look at that person who's got a bicycle, right? So if you have wrong expectations, like you expect good from wrong people, or you expect wrong from good people, if you are wrong in your expectation, or if you expect too much, or you say, I'm going to my uncle and I need 5,000 rupees and there should be no problem, and you just go, and whereas your uncle is in more trouble. He has seen you, he thinks maybe he should get 2,000 from you. So it is that battle of expectations which will straight away, create wrong relationship.
Don't rely on
Yeah.
him.
So I would say, if you ask me one word, I will say the secret of happiness is limit your expectations. Do not have wrong expectations.
Simplify yourself.
Simplify yourself. Depend on yourself.
Right.
Whatever God has given you, be happy about it. Make use of it. Do not think of right and left and the other way around. look at what you have, and be contented, and you will be happy. So this is the one word I would.
Thank you.
I think I would suggest.
It's a great word.
Yeah.
It's a great. By the way, it's a very good conclusion. But
Yeah.
I will ask you the conclusion, which is related to our happiness and our related to our happy life.
Yeah. I just remembered an idea that, when we say somebody is healthy.
I will also say healthy life too.
Okay, so happiness can affect your health. Now, what is health? So let me explain here. Health has got three facets. It's a triangle. You must have heard the name Pythagoras.
Exactly.
उर्दू में जिसको Pythagoras कहते हैं. Pythagoras gave the theory of the triangle. So this triangle has got, let's say it's a triangle of health. It has got three corners. One is your body, the second is your mind, and the third is your spirit. To be healthy, you have to keep all these three parts healthy. Body, obviously, you see, you correct food, correct, rest, exercise, not overdoing, not oversleeping, not overeating, all those things to keep your body fit.
Balance.
Okay, right. Mind needs food, correct thinking, no negativity, education, knowing what's happening in India, what's happening on our borders, knowing what's in the world, keeping your mind absolutely healthy, studying books, TV, being current and all that, to keep your mind healthy. All those what we have discussed, the mind. And spirit is our ruh or our zamir. How can we keep it healthy? By going close to the nature, by going close to God, by studying kainat, by studying, sayyare, sitare, chand, suraj, the systems, by studying the birds, by going close to the mountains, to walking, understanding how, how the seas are there, what are the species, and in other words, improving your spirit, your spiritual thing, by prayers, by having correct faith, thinking about God, following, His prophet, and rituals, prayers, all these things, they will improve your spirit. And you think of a three-legged stool. They say life is a three-legged stool. If there's a four-legged stool, even if one leg is broken, it will keep standing. But if you have a three-legged stool, if one leg is broken,
So imbalance.
and secondly, a three-legged stool can also stand on an uneven surface. You go to a mountain which is not very level, you put the three legs there, the stool will stand. So a three-legged stool will be more balanced as compared to four-legged stool. That is the theory. That is the essence of it. So I would say that happiness brings you health and a healthy life. If you are healthy, if you're not healthy, even money cannot make you happy. Nothing can make you happy. If you're sick, if you can't eat well, if you can't, enjoy life.
Are you suggesting that one should be very realistic about everything?
Yeah, absolutely. It's. I mean, you don't have to say that. Okay, I'm thinking correct. You have to put in efforts. Because for happiness, you have to correct your thinking. You have to put your life on a correct path. You have to lower your expectations. You have to work hard. You have to depend on yourself. You have to forget about the past. You don't have to rely on all those formulas that I gave you. So if one is conscious of these points, then you are happy.
Yeah.
And if you are happy,
And you're healthy.
most probably you are a successful person. Success also comes with happiness.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's been great to know about all these important way and means how to become healthy and happy. Brigadier Hadi, as usual, we are grateful to you and we will see you always in future. You are an asset of our this whole episodes. Whenever we come to and get together, we feel pride to see you. And we are very proud to see you always.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. And I hope our audience will learn about it. The all information and all knowledge Brigadier Hadi has mentioned, and it will help us. Okay, Khuda Hafiz, and we'll see you again. Thank you.